Start this recording and I'll share my screen. How's that looking for everybody? If one person can see it, I know you all can see it, so. All right. I don't know if this is there we go. Go back. There we go. Okay, good morning, guys. I'm Hannah. You've probably seen me walking around every single Wednesday to bring you worksheets and the sign-in papers for our speaker series. And today I'm doing the presentation about social media. So I'm going to introduce to you what Oasis social media platforms we have, and then some other benefits that can help you with social media. So I will get started and I will try to make it as short and concise and understandable as possible. So in your classrooms, you can take a couple minutes, like maybe 2 to 3 minutes, to discuss in small groups or amongst the whole class these questions. So what social media do you use? How much time do you spend with it? And what do you use social media for? And then we can come back. I will rope you guys in about 2 to 3 minutes out from here, and a few classrooms can share what they talked about. Okay, so I'll give you a few minutes to discuss this, and hopefully you guys will have some good discussions. All right, so we've had a couple minutes with these questions. Do any classrooms want to chime in and share some answers or what you talked about? I'll look for like 2 to 3 classrooms to unmute and say something.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hi, this is Gina's class.
Awesome.
We were talking a little bit about like number 2 with time if they count, time they use to make international calls using
Okay.
those platforms instead because it's easier,
True.
like WhatsApp and Facebook.
Yeah. Are those probably the two most common in your classroom, WhatsApp and Facebook?
What would you guys say? And Instagram
Instagram, of course.
and TikTok. We've got a TikToker here.
A TikTok. I don't know how. Great. Well, thank you, Gina.
Mhm.
And students.
And students.
One or two more classrooms?
So we have a wide range. This is Angie or Goodman's class.
All right.
And some people spend sometimes up to 2 to 3 hours on social media a day or up to maybe 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then the biggest reason for using social media is just to stay in touch,
Okay.
stay connected.
Yeah. And that's really important. That's good, especially for a lot of you guys who don't have all your family together. I can definitely see that. Well, I just wanted you guys to get thinking and to get talking about this topic because we're just gonna be talking about it today. So I'm glad that got you guys warmed up. Was there any other classrooms that wanted to say something, just so I don't miss you? If not, that's perfectly fine. So the next slide this is not all the social media there is in the world. Trust me, this is only 6 platforms, 6 different social media platforms that I've put up here. I see a chat. Okay, Rebecca's class said talking to friends to help find work. That is a good one. That is great. So again, in your classrooms, take like 2 or 3 minutes to read the definitions in the middle, and you're going to try to match up the social media platform with the correct definition. So I'll give you guys 2 to 3 minutes to read these and see who can come up with the most matches. And then 1 to 2 classrooms can share what you guys found. Okay? Go ahead. Oh, God. Go ahead. You're welcome. And now that Angie's classroom mentioned WhatsApp, I should have included that on here. That's a good one. Okay, so wherever you guys are, you might have only figured out one, you might have figured out all six. Can anybody say if you have all six, can you guys unmute and share? Share the matches. Which platform matches with which number?
What? You want to talk?
For this,
I think we got them all.
Oh, great. That's great. Go ahead.
Here, Hadi and Defleen, what do you think? Can you share? Number one, what's number one? Hadi,
number one is YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah.
Defleen, share number two.
Number three is
Two.
the number three is Facebook
Mm-hmm.
and Instagram.
Number 3 is Facebook. Instagram has its own one, a different number, but that's a good definition for Instagram as well.
All right, what do we have for number two? Go ahead, number two.
Number two is Twitter.
Which number?
Two.
Oh, yes.
We
Yep,
skipped it.
that's right.
All right, what's number four? Defleen.
Number four is Instagram.
Yes. There you got it. I think the hashtags, reels, and highlights give it away for me.
Should we keep going or you want a different participant?
Does anybody, other classrooms have 5 and 6? Okay, looks like maybe not, or they just don't want to speak up. So you can go ahead. Oh, there is a chat. Let's see. Oh, 5. Rebecca's class said 5 is Pinterest. And you're right. And she said 6 is LinkedIn. And there you go. Perfect. Well, I hope that gives you guys a better understanding or a good definition of what each of these platforms are used for. So if you didn't know before, hopefully you know a little bit more now. My computer's just a little slow.
I have a quick question because I don't know if everybody
Yeah.
knows what LinkedIn is. Do you want to?
Yes, I will.
Help everybody with jobs eventually.
It will, yes. I have a LinkedIn account. Hannah has a LinkedIn account. It is very popular for connecting with employers and learning about different career paths and jobs and getting yourself out there, for sure. It's the social media for the professional world. So I'll go into a little bit more about it in the slides to come. So hang on. Let's see, I'm trying to get to the next slide, but it won't let me. Click to the next one. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Now I understand what people say with technical difficulties. Okay. Oh, yeah, we are here. So now I'm going to bring you guys to see all of the Oasis social media pages, because if you didn't know, Oasis has a Facebook, Instagram, a website, and there is a YouTube account that Oasis uses to post videos, and especially something important are these speaker series. So I'm going to show you guys and give you a little tour of each one. So the Facebook, the Instagram, the website, and this YouTube channel. So we will start off with the Oasis Facebook page. And if you guys want to have your phones out and look at these social medias, if you have them while I'm doing this, I think that could be smart. So then you could follow and like or subscribe to each one of these platforms. So this is our Oasis Facebook page. You can tell here's the little symbol that we're all familiar with. So you can find it just by searching right here in the search bar, Oasis, and this school will come right up. So you can scroll down and we post all different things. So today was posted the speaker series. So if you follow Facebook, you'll be able to know all about the speaker series that we do and what the upcoming topics are. So that's one thing that we can share. There's videos of different events. There are the education pays flyers, and I know you guys all want to know about that and know when you can win money and know that you should attend. So we put that on there. Teachers can post different things. This is the chef's class, and you can see what different classrooms are doing. We have student spotlights. France's class, I had a student, actually I've had two students from France's class, Ben and Ernestina. They both have student spotlights on Facebook. So you can scroll through and see that. You can learn about events. So the open interviews event was posted on Facebook. And lots more. But I'll scroll back up to the top. And I'll also show you guys that you can learn what Oasis is about. So see these different tabs right here. I was just on the home tab, so that's where I was scrolling. But if you come up to the top and you click about, you can find the location, how many people like the Oasis Facebook page, our hours. There's actually a link to the website, phone number, email. So there's lots of things that will tell you about Oasis on the Facebook. So even if you want to share with a friend or a family member, they can learn more information just from our Facebook page. And then here we also have photos, and we have different albums. So one that I want to highlight is our employment opportunities album. So you can click on that, and it'll bring you to all the different job postings that we have. But it'll tell you the descriptions. You can see when it was posted, and me and Mike are going to go through this and update it and post new ones in January. So keep your eyes open for this. But there's a ton of information you can get about jobs on here as well. So that's the employment opportunities photo album. There's different things, see what Oasis is all about. And then you can also just look at all the photos that have been posted by Oasis. So that is just a little bit about Facebook. There's also a MAC Facebook page. So the MAC program is a program that Oasis runs that is for youth refugees. So if you're 15 to 25, this is the page for you to like as well. And similar things, all different posts about Oasis, events that we're holding, different events that have already happened, and speaker series. So basically the same things on Mac, but just more specific to what Mac is doing. And then I'll show you guys Instagram. So Oasis also has Instagram, which a lot of similar things that are shared on Facebook also appear on Instagram. So here is the Mac Instagram page, and that's what Instagram looks like. Mac does a lot. So if you want to learn about that, the posts are easy to find, but you can follow our Instagram page. We have speaker series, these highlights that will tell you all about the speaker series we've had. So you can learn about that. You can see posts that we were tagged in. So these are different highlights we have. This gives you a little description about the MAC program. And then I'll also show you the Oasis Instagram page. So a little different layout than Facebook, but all these helpful posts about what's going on at Oasis, different events, the speaker series, and highlights about students. So you can also give this a follow. And there's a link to the website on Instagram as well. So then I will bring you over to the Oasis website, which of course is very helpful. And maybe you guys have already seen this before, but in case you haven't, this is our website. So you can learn again what Oasis is all about, contact information. You can probably find your program on here. There's literacy zone. There's more about MAC here. And then I think for students is really important. This for students tab right here. There's information that you might need to know. You can come down, important information. You can access a school calendar, which is important. And then it also says watch Facebook and website for continuing information. So again, even the website is saying, go look at Facebook because important things are posted on there for students. So I just want to make that pretty clear. So if you have Facebook, you should connect with Oasis and on Instagram. And our last one that I want to show you is YouTube. So our YouTube channel is under what's called Mac Academy. So it's not called Oasis. I can put this in the chat, the link to this YouTube. The YouTube page for teachers, in case you want to pull it up and then look at it afterwards. But basically, the biggest thing is you can go to the playlists. We have a Mac playlist, which is pretty short. There's only a few videos, but we have a speaker series playlist. So you click on that. Oops, we don't want to do it. We don't want to play a speaker series. No. Okay. You click on it, view full playlist. There we go. And you can see all of the speaker series that we have done at Oasis and all the different topics. So if you need to go back and watch a speaker series with dealing with transcripts or money, we had Law New York come and talk about housing, and I forget what else was in that one, but you can start watching it and see if it's something you need information about. There's financial aid for Monroe Community College. The library card, the one that we had 2 weeks ago here. Citizenship skills. So everything, all of these speaker series, the one that I'm doing today will even be posted on here. And you can go back and watch them if you miss some information or if you want to slow it down. Hear me talk slower or hear any other presenter talk a little slower. So I think that is really important. I want everybody to make sure you know about this. This is, I think, super helpful. And we also might repeat some topics in case there's updated information. So I think clicking on the newest ones is always a good idea as well. So let's see, I will get back to the presentation where we left off. At this point, does anyone have any questions? Do you need me to slow down? Do you want me to go back and look at something with you that you missed? I'll keep an eye on the chat as well. Okay, well, feel free to interrupt me. I can be interrupted at any time. I don't care. So here are some benefits from following social media from Oasis. So if you're connected with Oasis Instagram, Oasis Facebook, the website, our YouTube really won't help you maybe much with this, but you will find out about school closings. When is school closed because of the snow? Or we have a winter break coming up next week. We're not going to be here. So there's going to be information about that so you don't show up to school and you're wondering, where is everybody? So that's helpful. And especially because we're in Rochester, we will probably have snow days. So we won't be here when we have snow days. So you can find out about that. on social media. You can learn about jobs and employment opportunities and more education you can have. And I showed you the employment album on Facebook. And so that is very helpful. We post about different job events that we have. So you want to make sure if you're interested in employment and you're searching for a job, be connected with our Oasis social media because it will help you. We post about different school events here. You will learn about outside resources. So on the website, there's even a place that you can go and for the students tab that I was on, you can learn about different outside resources that Oasis is connected with, that they are pointing you to that can help you out with a bunch of different needs that you have. You can learn about student spotlights. Like I showed you, Ben and Ernestina had one, and more students have them, but those are the two that just come to mind. And then Oasis updates. So these are just a few reasons why following Oasis social media is helpful to you, and hopefully you will after today. I have a chat. Where do we search for school closings or vacation schedules? Okay, that's a good question. I'll minimize, trying to minimize. Hold on just a second. It's reacting very slow. Okay. So for students, there is a school calendar on the website. I know, like, oh, here it is. So the school's calendar under the For Students tab. This brings you to, okay. You want this one? Maybe it's not this one.
I think it was the link right below. It is confusing,
Oh.
so we'll send you guys this link.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Was I on it?
I
This
think it
one?
was the at a glance. So school calendar,
Okay.
and then so right below that one that you just clicked. So 2021-22 at a glance,
Oh, okay.
I believe.
Let's see. Probably. So yeah, here we go. So we're in December. We see red means recess. So Tuesday, the 28th, the 29th, and 30th of December, we are not here, as well as Monday, the 27th, and Friday, the 31st. Yeah,
Hannah, can you just zoom in on that? Because it's super tiny for even on the screen. Thanks.
so we're in December. This is our month right here. We have Christmas Eve, which is the 24th, and we have all next week off because it's a federal or state holiday and it's a recess. So we will not be here on Friday and all next week. So this is super helpful to look at. And then with closings because of the snow, I believe those are just updated. Those will be updated on Facebook. And correct me if I'm wrong, Hannah, but those will come out like as soon as whoever makes the call that we're not going to have school. That will be posted by somebody. So you'll see that on Facebook as a post. And I'm sure the website might be updated with that, but definitely Facebook.
They do a phone call to every student, and not everyone is on that phone call list. So at least Hannah or I will get the notification, and your teachers, and then we'll post it online hours before school starts, so you don't show up.
Yeah, we don't want you here with nobody here. That's a wasted bus or car trip. So I'm going to send this in the chat as well. A link to this. To the chat. There's the chat. Here's the link to the calendar. And if you just want to go through the website to teachers, that's fine too. It's pretty simple to find, but I can help you you do need. Okay, so now I'm just going to talk about some different benefits that can be across different social media platforms. So social media can be used for shopping. On Facebook, if you didn't know, there's a tab called the Facebook Marketplace, which I have purchased things off of. It can be good, but it also you need to, it can be difficult to use with certain people because you have to make sure people are trustworthy and safe when they're trying to sell something to you. But I'll show you how to get to that. So you go to Facebook, see these tabs up here are represented by icons. So this is the marketplace icon. So you can go and search anything that you're looking for. It can be, what if you want a bed? You can browse all, and you can also find out where beds are sold that are near you. So if you want it within 5 to 10 miles, you can lower that radius and find out where things are being sold close to you. So some nicely used items there on the Facebook Marketplace. Instagram has a shopping tab, which doesn't come up on the computer version of Instagram, but on your phones, there is a shopping tab that you can use on Instagram. And then Pinterest. When you search anything, it can bring you, it gives links to the website, or you can click on the shopping icon as well. So I'll just show you Pinterest quickly. So I searched before this, a really good food, chicken and dumplings. So you can see all the different posts about chicken and dumplings, all these great recipes, and they can take you to a link. It'll give you a link that takes you to the page where the recipe is posted. So there's your link. And then here's the shopping icon. In case I wanted to shop for chicken and dumplings, I can show you where you can buy the cans of soup. So Pinterest, anything you want to look up, Pinterest will have. It's really cool. I use it all the time. So that's shopping, and I'm sure different platforms can help with that as well. But I think these are the three main ones from what I talked about today. Then education, YouTube. Of course, speaker series are educational, and those are on YouTube. And there's plenty of other topics that are on YouTube that you can learn about. You can improve your English on YouTube. You can learn how to do certain math on YouTube. You can learn about different countries and any topic you want to know. You can learn to play the guitar on YouTube. Anything is there for you to learn about. So you just search in whatever you want to know, and you can find some videos on it. And then the next is LinkedIn, which we talked about a little bit before, but it's basically the social media for your professional self. So I brought up LinkedIn, and this is what it looks like. The app looks different, but you need to create a profile, but it's just a really cool way to connect with your professional community. So once you're ready to really hop into a certain type of career path or job, this is a really cool place to be connected with all things with the job world on social media. And then lastly, we have news. So with the news, you can, with Facebook, you can see different community events that are happening, and that's news. You can see what different businesses are doing. News stories are shared, different articles are shared on Facebook. And if you're friends with a lot of people, I'm sure you'll see plenty of news stories and articles and different things that are going on in the world every day. And then Twitter, I think for the ESL classes, I put what bias is, but news stories are shared on here constantly. I'm not on Twitter, so I don't know too much about really what it's like. But I know that it's very opinionated and you just have to be careful with how much you trust the news or the person talking about the news on Twitter. But here is Twitter. I don't have a Twitter account, so I couldn't get much past this first page. But if you want to join Twitter, this is what it looks like for you to join. So that is all I have. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask me right now. You can stay on if you want to hop off, that's fine too. But I do ask, if you have any of these social medias, follow, like, or subscribe to the Oasis platforms. It will help you. There's lots of things for your benefit. So at least if you can take away from today that Oasis has helpful social media. Okay. So I'm open. I'm here for anything, any questions that you guys have, or you can hop off. But I'm so glad you all came.
I want to say one thing before anybody hops off, that you can like the page and or follow and subscribe. So there are differences. And if you follow, that means you will get notifications every time we post. So example, Hannah posted this morning for the speaker series. The second she posts, you will get a notification on your phone. If you don't want that, you can just like it and you won't get any notifications, but you'll see everything. So I subscribe to something so I know when they're updating, like if there's an event, I want to know, but you don't have to. There's different ways to follow.
Good point. Good point. All right. Well, I'm here. You guys can take your time to think about anything. I'll just hang out for a couple more minutes and then I will close the Zoom call off.
See you later. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you guys for coming.